Yeah.
Read one for me. You read one for me.
There's always a mistake, but what do you want?
I don't know, you take it.
Well, let's just open the, you know.
Here's one to Charlie Kuralt.
Oh. What are these?
Glasses that I used to read.
Maybe I could use them too. Let's see. I can. I keep them dangling over the house.
Yeah, I know.
What a horrible curse.
There is now surgery for that.
Oh? The Russian stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're getting better at it.
Retinal, laser.
Yeah, all that stuff, yeah.
Well, when it works for you, let me know. Because I think one of the great things I could do for the human race would be to solve this problem. What a curse it is.
To have glasses dangling all over the house, or not to be able to read?
Well, it'd be a lot worse not to have any glasses dangling over the house. What the hell did people do in the 13th century?
When they went
yeah. They didn't read anything. But imagine being half blind in the middle of some war. You're working for Genghis Khan. You can't see the enemy.
Yeah, I know.
No wonder they died early.
All right, this is a letter to Kuralt.
Let's see. Well, Doug Brinkley's note here says, researching the Hells Angels had inherent dangers. March 26, 1965, 318 Parnassus, San Francisco. Dear Charlie, it's been a wild day here. I don't know what's coming. We'll try to keep with it. Let's hope the rhythm's maintained. It's been a wild day here. At 6:30 this morning, I finally rooted the last Hell's Angel out of my living room and went to bed, just as Sandy was getting up to do her 4-hour stint at the real estate office. I'm doing a piece on motorcycle gangs for the Nation. No money, but plenty of kicks. Before I let them into the house last night, I explained that I didn't go much for fist fighting, but preferred to settle my beefs with a double-barreled 12-gauge shotgun. They seemed to grasp this concept, and we got along fine. Sandy, my wife, Sandy's hysteria abated. I was a gallon of wine and a case of beer poorer, but in the end, I think I got the makings of about 5 good stories. Paragraph. That's what prompts me to write to you tonight. I have done many more hours of research on this than any Nation article, parentheses at $100 each, deserves, and right now I'm wondering what to do with the rest of it. Well, pretty good choice. As you know, I guess, both Time and Newsweek did pieces on it this week, but mainly arm's length bullshit, despite the Newsweek claim that their man submerged himself in the action. About half those quotes came out of Chronicle, SF Chronicle Clips, a very funny and colorful series done by my old friend George Draper and my new friend Bernie Jarvis. There's a little asterisk here, and it says Draper and Jarvis both worked for the Chronicle. Jarvis, who appears as Pretam Bobo in Hells Angels, introduced Thompson to the biker gang.
All right, now here's my question. Do you, in going back over these and reading them for this book...
That's the first time I read that.
The first time you ever read that?
First time I read that in 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what did it tell you when you reread these? What did you...
It's more like what it didn't tell me, I guess.
What didn't it tell you?
This sounds like more than familiar hubris. But I actually lived in fear, and this is for a year. And I couldn't say anything. It was understood that whatever they brought out of the files was the files. And I kept thinking, why didn't eat acid or LSD for a long time? People told me that I was far too violent, to ever go near acid. And I kind of filed it. I didn't go near acid for a while, but finally I did, and I was not that violent, oddly enough. But I had a nice feeling. But I kept waiting for, all your letters every day for 10 or more years. I kept nobody would volunteer for that. I don't think. Only a madman or somebody who had some kind of a troll into the records. But, so I figure I got off easy. You know, I didn't find out that I was really a monster.
Yeah.
That I betrayed my friends as a youth and walked on their heads and was a liar. Yeah, I think my main crime that I wasn't making enough money. So I look at it as a justice, you know, like the great wheel comes around, and I'm just getting paid for my work during that period. During this period, I was not paid for my work, and no wonder. You know, I was writing 10 pages a day and sending 9 of them to people all over the world. You know, Kennedy justifying fiction, and I'm not sure what I was thinking.
I mean, everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'd write 3 and 4 a day. You know, huge ones too, and very almost similar. Today you'd put it on a computer and change the name.
Exactly. That's exactly what you do.